Alright, YouTube, welcome to another trade recap. It is Thursday, the 6th of July 2023, and I have something very special for you today, and I'm excited to show this to you. So, for those that are the first time on the channel, my name is Nick. I am a day trader. I trade the 5-minute chart every single day. London session usually, only price action. The indicators I'm using are only the smooth moving averages, nothing else. And I trade everything: forex, commodities, indices, whatever there is. Whenever I see a play lining up that matches my playbook, I'm in the market. So I took 3 trades today on NAS 100, 2, and on USD Japanese yen 1. Now I got stopped out in my first trade on NAS 100, and I want to show this to you first, because I think that is very interesting what happened today. So first of all, we go onto the 1 hour, and on the 1 hour I do my pre-market analysis. The 1 hour is my higher time frame, so I quickly want to walk through this, what I saw over here. I also want you to focus that this is what we had yesterday. Okay, when the market opened yesterday, you can see that the market pushed aggressively to the downside. Now, why I did not look for any long trades, but more so for short trades, was because we didn't have anything to the left. You see, we had clear traffic. There was nothing that could have held price or that could have stopped price a little bit, except maybe down here. That's where we had some support, potential support. However, today when the market opened, we had yesterday's action, and this was yesterday's London into New York action, and we have something over here. There is aggressive buying, as you can see, so there's a demand zone potentially. There is support over here. So when the market opened today down here, I was more inclined to look for long setups. Now, that being said, I drew a line right here. This was for me a key level, and as you guys know, I always draw the body and the wick. So this was a key level to look at for me. Then what we had over here was also a key level. This body over here, I didn't draw the horizontal here at the wick because we had this already, and there's no point in having 2 lines so tightly next to each other. And then lastly, I also had this level over here, this wick where we exploded to the upside. These were the kind of levels which I was looking at. And yeah, let's dive onto the 5-minute and let's see what's going on over here. Now, the 5-minute was very interesting, and this was yesterday, that aggressive buying to the upside. I saw that we had a nice demand zone right here. Let me make that a bit smaller even. That's how I looked at it, around like that. Now, when you just look, and I need you to watch this only. I need you to look only at this blue overlay. The blue overlay is the Asia session. Now, when you watch this Asia session, what do you see? You see a nice downtrend into this level over here, right? A nice downtrend into this level over here. Now, for retail traders that only look at this over here, this is even a pattern. This is a downtrend with a nice flag. Okay, with a nice flag pattern, a nice continuation pattern. If you draw the pole, right, it's a very nice continuation pattern. Now, when the market opened, it broke out of this pattern and shot right into this demand zone, which we had down here to the left. And if you don't want to draw this, you can also take this demand zone down here, right? Like all the way at the bottom. You see there is aggressive buying over here. That's where the market exploded. And now look at this. We have this very nice pattern over here where the market breaks out with tons of steam. It breaks out very aggressively, shooting down, shooting to the downside, full speed, and hits this demand zone. So trust me, a lot of retail traders look at this as a short setup. What do? They see the breakout, they look at this pullback, and they try to short it right here, and they try to short it right here for a continuation, but it's not going to happen. Okay, because this is a trap setup. And this is one of the things which I wanted to show you today, where smart money plays the retail traders. Smart money likes to create patterns, continuation patterns at these key levels, just for price to fake out and then reverse into the other direction. That's one thing which smart money really likes to do. And you have to know that. You have to know that. You have to know that when you day trade, that these are the kind of traps which might happen or which can happen from time to time. Now, the next thing which I want to show you, which is super hot in my opinion, especially for day traders. Check this out. Now, price comes down like a sports car. It shoots down here into this brick wall, this demand over here. So aggressive candle, boom, nice hammer candle. And I have to use the replay tool for you to see that, because I think that's really something, yeah, something special. Over here, we have a nice reversal candle shooting out. Now, this was within the first 15-20 minutes of the market opening when I saw this. This is a horizontal fake out play. That's how I call it. In addition, also, look, this is the Asia low. This one here is the Asia low. And it grabbed the liquidity. So what does that mean? That means that most likely some people went long over here. Most likely some people went long over here, and they went long over here again when the price came down, right? Now, what happens is that a lot of these people, they put their stop losses in this sector or in this zone over here, right? Now, what you can see is very beautifully that this candle just quickly, briefly dipped below to come into this demand, to collect more orders, but also to stop everybody out that put their stop losses down here, that entered the market over here. Happens often. These liquidity grabs, this Asia low or Asia high liquidity grabs, how I call them, they happen many times, and yeah, just happens a lot. So yeah, I saw this added liquidity grab. I decided to go long right here, put my order in, put my stop loss below here, and I was targeting at the beginning a 2-to-1 over here. 2-to-1 was also more or less lining up with this supply zone. Any which ways, when this happened, the market pushed a bit to the upside and came back immediately. And let's walk through this like line by line, okay? And let me quickly do that. Okay, so now this is very clear. Didn't get stopped out, was still very hopeful. Still didn't get stopped out. Almost though, almost, you can see over here, it came almost to my stop loss, which I put here. Didn't happen. Was a nice fake. This was the first short fake, because look how nice. Inverted hammer candle. Lots of people went short right there. Stopped them out immediately. I was very hopeful. Okay. Still nothing. Boom, I get stopped out. Boom, I get stopped out right here. But then look at that. That's crazy to me. It's crazy to me, because you see how the market, how the price shoots below. It stops everybody out who went long on this candle, because these people have not been stopped out yet, right? The people that went short on this candle, they have been stopped out, but the ones that went long haven't been stopped out. So they stopped everybody out and just reversed that candle full speed to the upside. So when I saw that, I got stopped out. Usually I don't immediately re-enter, but on this one I had to immediately re-enter, put my stop loss below here. Why not below the candle that was engulfed? Because we have multiple wicks, and whenever we have multiple wicks and such a scenario, such tight wicks, multiple wicks, I like to put it below usually the lowest wick, because price tends to come back. Still aiming at this up here. This is not a 2-to-1 trade anymore. Now it's more like a 1.5-to-1 trade, and let's see what happens next. I was very hopeful at this point in time. Boom, again it shoots back. So everybody that went long over here, market comes all the way down, scares everybody, and that's another tactic to scare the retail traders, for them to manually close their positions in a loss, right? Okay, didn't do anything. Now again, look at that, guys. Again, everybody who went short on this position, because this was like the second short entry. This was like a second short entry, right? We had a fake to the upside, immediately reversal, and this was like a second short entry for people whose game plan is to go short, who continue, who are looking at this continuation. Because now this looks like this. This looks like a consolidation, flag, breakout, with another tight consolidation right after the breakout, where people could go short, where you can take the breakout out of this consolidation. So all smart money has been doing is collecting orders. They collect the traps, they collect liquidity. And then look at that. Again, plays around, and then finally it breaks to the upside, almost my TP, and now my TP was hit. I put it right here at the 1.5, even a bit lower at the 1.5 to 1, and that's where I took my take profit lined up with this over here, and that was it. And that was it on this trade. So I had first a 1-to-1 loser, then a 1.5 to 1 winner. So we're up just a little bit for today on this one, but still happy that my philosophy and my strategy worked. And now it's very important for you guys, whenever you see these kind of things, you have a game plan, right? And these things invite you to revenge trade. Because imagine if I would have been stopped out over there or over here, I could have said, oh yeah, that is actually the continuation. I just misinterpreted it. I thought it's a fake. So let me look at the breakout and let me go short as well. Then you get stopped out on this. It's like, oh no, let me go long. It's better to go long because that makes more sense. Or another thing, if I would have put my stop loss too tight, right? Where I said before with the wicks, if I would have put it too tight, I would have also gotten stopped out a second time. And then this trade, the long trade, would have not recouped what I would have lost. So that's why it's so important, A, to practice it, and B, to stick to your guns. Stick to your strategy. Don't impulse trade. Don't revenge trade. So yeah, what happened next was also interesting because the price couldn't go higher, but we had another setup. We had a very nice consolidation over here. We had a break to the upside, so another entry could have been a consolidation pullback play, which I'm showing to you briefly over here. I didn't take this anymore, I'm done for the day, but this could have been another entry in case you missed this pop to the upside. It is coming right here. You see nice consolidation, pullback, and boom, now market is just shooting all the way, or did shoot all the way to the upside. So this was over here, the action. Then let me quickly go on to USD Japanese yen. US dollar Japanese yen, also a very nice but easy setup, nothing too complicated. 1 hour time frame. Again, I draw the lines. These were the lines which I was drawing over here. Very simple. I saw on the 5 minute a nice, I mean not a nice, but somewhat of a reversal inverted head and shoulder pattern, where I see the market push to the upside. So what I was thinking is that when the market opens, it might pull back to this over here, to this reversal pattern, give us something for a continuation, which it did not do. In fact, it broke all the way through to the downside. Now, when I was looking at the 1 hour chart, why it does that, I saw a very aggressive buying candle right here, insanely aggressive. So most likely there were some orders down here which were filled when the price came back down, and that's why the market then reacted to this level very, very strongly. Look at this aggressive buying. Now, why did I like that? I like that because you can see over here that we had a nice downtrend on the 5 minute, nice downtrend structure. However, once price came into this demand zone, it reacted in the reverse so hard that it broke the last higher high. It broke the structure over here. So this was very interesting to me because it clearly broke the structure and it clearly closed above it. Clearly. What we also had was a nice morning trend line break right here, a very nice trend line break within the first 30 minutes. So very interesting. Now, when I saw this, and it is very interesting, and without going into too much detail, whenever I see this V-shaped pullbacks, or whenever I see pyramid-shaped pullbacks, okay, I never take the first entry short or long. So what do I want to say with that? I want to say that whenever I see that market reacts that aggressively and there is a short or a long setup, I never take the first entry. Okay, that's maybe something for another video where we can discuss the first or second entries. Let me know in the comments if you want to learn more about that. Now, what I saw was the following. I saw that the price had this V-shaped push to the upside, broke the structure on the 5 minute, gave us this engulf fake candle right at this structure point, went below, people went short, but price turned around, and when the price turned around right after this short fake, I entered over on this. I was looking to the left. Where was the next supply zone? Well, the next supply zone was up here. What about the structure? Structure was more or less over here. So I targeted this as my first target profit. I saw the price managed to hold above this moving average and then over here. I took a 2-to-1 trade, literally a 2-to-1. I got out, and this was right around the supply zone. Very happy with this trade. So all in all, I had a 1-to-1 loser, 1.5-to-1 winner, and then this 2-to-1 winner as well. Went aggressive as always when I take the trades. I like to be more selective, but when I enter a trade, I'm going aggressive. And that was literally it. We had a can close over here. We had a trap and a can close set up. It was the first pullback after this V-shaped push after the structure break. So all in all, I was very happy with that. And yeah, that was it for the day. Very eventful. I was very happy about these liquidity grabs. Very happy to show this to you. If you would like to see more of this content, please subscribe to the channel, like this video. I post every single day my trade recaps, so would be great to see you sticking around. Have a great day, good trading, and see you tomorrow for the last recap of the week. Take care of yourself.